Hey guys, welcome back to another 3 Amigos video. Today I want to talk about projector lenses, more specifically about the Schneider Cinelux 85mm that I have here and how I adapted it to my cameras. You might be wondering, why did I actually adapt a projector lens to work with my cameras? Before I dive into it, I just want to talk about this projector lens specifically was meant for projecting image to a large screen, but optically is built beautifully. I've seen this lens before capturing pictures and video, and that's actually what got me intrigued. Could I actually get one myself and try it? So when I looked online, it was possible to buy a fully adapted lens, and it was super expensive to actually get one. I decided to just get the projector lens off eBay and try to adapt it myself. And obviously, that's quite a challenge for me, especially because I didn't have the flange distance information, which is basically the distance between the real element to the image sensor. In order to achieve infinite field focus is very important to know. And also, it didn't actually have any aperture plates, which I think is quite important to have. And luckily for me, I managed to find someone in Hong Kong that could adapt the lens to EF mount and also add the aperture plates, which I think is pretty cool. So this lens now has aperture plates and a focus ring. So why would I adapt a projector lens? I think by showing the pictures that you're seeing right now, it probably tells you why exactly I did this. It has a beautiful bokeh and the fall off is very, very smooth. Other than that, it's actually able to be very sharp when it stops down. I do think that the lens provides a very unique characteristics that's different from my FD lenses and my RF lenses. I think if we're talking about lens having personality, this one definitely does have a very strong personality, which I really like. Let's talk about the challenges that I had with this lens. Obviously, adapting this lens was not easy. By itself, it's not an EF mount. So I had to find someone in Hong Kong, as I mentioned, to adapt the lens and add the aperture plates, which wasn't too expensive. And the second issue that I had with this lens was the focus ring. It has an enormous amount of throw, which probably allows me to do like very close-up macros, but the throw for close-up and infinity is actually less than a quarter turn, which makes focusing, moving subjects very hard. Obviously, people have been adapting lenses for a long time, but this is the first time I'm actually dipping my feet into adapting lenses outside the camera world to actually use it with my camera. And so far, I quite enjoy it. Have you ever adapted any lenses? I heard people actually adapt aviation lenses to cameras. Aviation lenses are really big. Apparently, they're super sharp, but you tell me in the comments if you've done that, or have you ever adapted any projector lenses yourself? I'm very curious to know, and let me know in the comments below. So back to the lens. Even though this lens has its perks in terms of the focus, I still really enjoy shooting with this. It's a very special lens, and I think if you have the opportunity to grab a projector lens like the Schneider Cinelux, you should consider. And if you can have someone to adapt it for you, or even if you can adapt it yourself, that'll be the best choice instead of buying a fully adapted one, which goes, as I mentioned, very, very high price. That's all for today. Make sure you like the video if you enjoy the content, and I hope to catch you in the next one.